Hi everyone, this is Seth from Nintendo. I'm here at the Nintendo World Store in New York, where we're getting ready to celebrate the launch of the Pokémon X and Pokémon Y games. I still remember catching my very first Pokémon, a Pidgey from Pokémon Blue. It was at that moment that I knew I would be a fan for life. For years, everyone has been trying to catch them all in the Pokémon series of video games. Starting with Pokémon Red and Pokémon Blue on the original Game Boy system in Japan in 1996, the Pokémon games have been entertaining audiences around the world for nearly 2 decades. Following the first games with Pokémon Red and Pokémon Blue, 4 more generations followed. Whew, that is a lot of Pokémon. Now, the next generation of Pokémon has just launched to the world. Pokémon X and Pokémon Y are now available on the Nintendo 3DS. The new games are a major evolution for the series. Not only will players be able to catch an entire set of new Pokémon, the game will feature amazing graphics, intense battles, customizable trainers, even a new Pokémon type, and Mega Evolutions. Nintendo World has put together the amazing showcase you see behind me. Let's take a look as we take a journey through the world of the Pokémon video games. I'm sure many of you remember the 2 games that started it all, Pokémon Red and Pokémon Blue. In 1998, they released in North America, and the world of video games has never been the same. They brought something so new and fresh to players that no other games ever did, or ever have for that matter. Catching, battling, and trading Pokémon with friends. Journeying through a region filled with adventure. I remember it like it was yesterday. 1 year later, players were able to have Pikachu at their side for their journey through Pokémon Yellow, also for Game Boy. In the year 2000, fans were busy diving headfirst into the next generation of Pokémon, Pokémon Gold and Pokémon Silver, introducing 100 brand new Pokémon, a new region, new rivals, new gyms, and, to everyone's surprise, it even included the Kanto region from Pokémon Red and Pokémon Blue, meaning just when players thought they had become the Pokémon League champion, they were told that another region full of gym leaders to challenge awaited them. In 2001, Pokémon Crystal released for the Game Boy Color system, allowing players to choose to play as a girl trainer for the first time in the series. Not only did the game include the best of Pokémon Gold and Pokémon Silver, but it also added many new features, such as the Battle Tower, a place where players could go to really test their Pokémon training skills. Then, in 2003, Pokémon made the leap to Game Boy Advance with Pokémon Ruby and Pokémon Sapphire. Featuring rich and colorful graphics, new Pokémon, a new region, new adventures, and so much more. These 2 games will always hold a special place in my heart, and to this day, Torchic is still one of my favorite Pokémon. You can get Torchic in a special character distribution coming up, but more about that later. 2 years later, in 2005, Pokémon Emerald released for the Game Boy Advance system. With a new storyline and the addition of the Battle Frontier and Frontier Brains, the game added much more for Pokémon players to enjoy. After much anticipation and fanfare, Pokémon Diamond and Pokémon Pearl were released in 2007 on Nintendo's newest handheld system at the time, Nintendo DS. Once again introducing new Pokémon and all new adventures, the games brought together the worldwide Pokémon community in a whole new way with the ability to battle and trade through a wireless internet connection. This revolutionized the way people played and set a new standard in trading and battling. Also, with the creation of the Global Trade Station, people with broadband internet access could trade Pokémon with players from all around the world. Ever get a traded Pikachu from Japan? In 2009, Pokémon Platinum version unleashed a new form of the legendary Giratina. as well as a host of other new features. There was a distortion world to explore, where nothing was what it seemed. The Wi-Fi Plaza, where players could gather in the game and play mini-games together. And the Versus Recorder, with which players could record their battles for others to view. 2011 brought about the release of Pokemon Black and Pokemon White, also on the Nintendo DS system. The game was set in a region unlike anything players had seen before and provided many new and unique experiences, such as a city that was so large and tall it nearly touched the clouds, and a massive number of new Pokemon. As a direct follow-up, Pokemon Black 2 and Pokemon White 2 took place in the same region, but 2 years had passed since Pokemon Black and Pokemon White. Many things had changed, and there were new legendary Pokemon to discover and a whole new adventure to enjoy. Now, we stand at the edge of a new generation of Pokemon, Pokemon X and Pokemon Y, available now worldwide for Nintendo 3DS. These games have rocketed Pokemon into a new world of adventure like nothing you've ever experienced. All new Pokemon, an amazing new region, intense battles, new ways to interact and bond with your Pokemon, vastly enhanced communication features, as well as the new Mega Evolutions. These games are simply packed with everything a Pokemon fan or newcomer could want. It's truly an adventure that must be tried to be believed. I mentioned Torchic earlier, and you won't want to miss your chance to get Torchic in a special character distribution. For a limited time, you can get Torchic holding the Blazikenite Megastone. You can evolve Torchic into Blaziken and then Mega Evolve into Mega Blaziken during battle. I hope you enjoyed this trip through the history of the core Pokemon series. The series now continues with the launch of Pokemon X and Pokemon Y for Nintendo 3DS, now available around the world. Whether you're a longtime fan or playing the series for the first time, these new games are sure to be fun additions to your Pokemon collection. Happy catching, fellow Pokemon trainers, and thank you for watching.